special edition episode of The Daily Bread, coming at you live from the Agent 2021 event. We are on the parking deck right now at the Hard Rock Casino and Hotel. We've got Agent 2021 going on tomorrow at the Hard Rock Stadium. Gary Vaynerchuk, Andy Frisella, a bunch of other speakers, and me, not speaking, but connecting with people, building some relationships, networking, and learning how to take this social media thing to the whole nother level. You guys have seen me work extremely hard on these videos. You haven't seen me play hard at all. Join us for the rest of this video as you see really as much condensed down version as we can, but there are so many highlights that are gonna come out of this weekend. I could not be more excited, and I'm glad to have you guys here with me.
Good job. Yeah. Impressed with your vibe.
Yo, what up, guys? It's Gary V, and it's time for the Daily Bread.
Give us our daily bread. I want the whole basket, cause I'ma hustle till I get it or I'm in a casket. Passionate for providing value in every way, not cashing in for providing value every day. Paying it forward, right thing, I'll do it till I'm dead. I hope you're hungry, cause it's time for the daily bread. This guy has a legit business and website. It's still sketchy that he's meeting us with this Ferrari in the parking garage. I gotta get my mindset on. May have to throw down if necessary. Caster in a box. It's got all the mics, little audio interfaces. Looks like we might be setting up a live podcasting booth Wednesday night. TJ's idea. Switch it up on you every now and then with the sock game. And seeing as all that's happening today and what's about to happen, I figured we needed to go with these guys right here. Too blessed to be stressed. Have you ever driven a sports car like this?
No, never.
Never driven an exotic car before, and I gotta tell you, it just feels right. The luggage is ridiculously small. You can only fit about 2 bags in there. We're headed to our first meeting with a good friend of mine from high school named Derek Gonzalez. He's just killing it down here as a financial advisor here in Miami. He lives down in Brickell. His office that we're headed to right now is in Brickell. He's the one that opened up the restaurant a few months ago that we're going to be hosting the event at. He was the one that gave me the nickname T-Money, which is now becoming my rapper name as we continue on in this daily vlog.
Man, are you getting smaller or what?
I have been actually. I actually have been. Unfortunately.
You guys' biceps are big in my waist.
Too many Facebook.
Come on, right here, bro. I got ocean view during the day when I'm at work.
Yeah.
And I got city view at night for my bedroom. It's awesome. So let's.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you remember my aunt, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Pilo, you know, Down syndrome.
Yep.
I call it Pilos.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And I know it's like going over obstacles and obstacles. As you can see the picture I have for my wedding.
Yeah.
I have Pilo right there.
That's awesome.
Dancing, and it was really cool. I was actually sitting in this chair, and me and my wife were sitting here, and she's sitting right there, and we're brainstorming like, what do we call this restaurant? And I don't know if you've seen the logo. It's a Katrina.
Yeah.
And it's Pilos.
Yeah.
And I was like, what do I love, you know, more than obviously my parents and my wife. And hopefully one day my kids.
Yeah.
And I looked up, and you can see in the picture, you see the Katrina in the background?
Yep.
Right here?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So, and that's, so I was like, that's it. So I got the,
That's awesome.
I was from this chair, that's where it all came from. And then we started doing the business model.
Does Pilo mean something in Spanish?
Pilo, she just couldn't pronounce her name, which is Lupita. So she started calling everyone Pilo. So then kind of like reverse. Yeah. She'd be like, you be Pilo, teacher would be Pilo, I would be Pilo. So then she called everyone Pilo, so they kind of just reverted back to her nickname. So I'm working with a couple organizations, nonprofits, which are basically gonna allow me to hire people with full downs with autism and be able to give them jobs. My idea is to be able to spread this national and create that awareness about Down syndrome and how they're real people.
Because it's literally like just pick up a camera. I have a guy dedicated to it now, and I'll be like, I'm not as committed as you guys right now, where it's just like 24/7. I'm like, look, on Tuesday we'll film, or got to move it to Thursday. And then Real Saber is, now that my team has been actually more comfortable getting involved, it's them each grabbing their cameras and then us kind of weaving that in together with different meetings, different clients, different... The 24-hour turnaround's like near impossible. It's like a full-time commitment.
It's like the little things you don't think.
Unless you have a TJ, it's impossible.
Yeah, man, you make it happen. Shouts to you.
Thank you. Good morning, please sit. Simple supply and demand. I play no other game. Supply and demand of your attention. Period, end of story. So what does this all mean? Here's how I think this plays out. I genuinely believe that 80%, and that includes people that are more shy and scared to be on camera and are introverted, I believe that 80% of this audience over the next half decade is gonna start debating having a D-Rock and an Iris and a Babin. I think all of you over the next decade will realize that you are in the media business. That before that you are any kind of agent, you are actually a show. Literally the biggest thing that's holding back the far majority of this room from going to a completely different level financially and happy-wise is the fact that every year they're just taking home too much of the money they made and they're buying cars and vacations and homes and fucking bullshit jewelry. If you actually took half the money that you took home last year, whatever you did, think about your business, think about what you took, right? Which for a lot of people here is what you made. If you took half of that and you put that into Facebook and Instagram ads and 2 people helping you make content full time, you would make 3 times the money you're gonna make this year, and in 1 year you would have returned back the investment. So this is a call to action for everybody to do me one favor, and I do think I can get a lot of you to do it, which excites the shit out of me. Please, right now, listen, maybe you've laid out money, maybe you're in the middle of a renovation, maybe you're paying for your kid's college, mazel tov, I know there's nuances on everybody's life. But if you are in a position where literally your take-home income this year is literally the stuff you're gonna go and do things with, please, from 25% to 90% if you can go humble, please take that money and hire 2 people to make a lot more content for you about you and your business. And please give the rest of the money to Facebook and YouTube and Instagram. And I fundamentally promise you, you will walk here to this conference next year and personally thank me emotionally because your business will change. And I know not one of you has gone all in. For all the Carlos and Sebastian and a bunch of personalities here, for Mitch, like I'm watching what you guys are doing. And what I'm telling you right now is very, very, very serious. I believe that every single person at this conference, even though they're 201, 301, or 401 in advancements, are not going anywhere close to enough because I think I'm the best of the bunch, and I just told you I'm spending 1/10 of the amount of ad money that I should be spending on Instagram. I'm sitting up here being selfish. I'm just trying to convince myself to drop a fucking 100 racks on fucking Instagram. You just are listening to me convincing myself to fucking do the right thing. My friends, this is the greatest era to be an entrepreneur in the history of the human race. The infrastructure costs are zero. Please get over the audacity or the narcissistic nature of having somebody film you or you filming yourself. I understand. I am very comfortable in my own skin. It was hard for me 2 years ago to say, I'm gonna have a man follow me around with a camera. It felt like literally the douchiest thing that I'd ever come up with. But it has been the biggest impact of my career, and it hasn't even started, and I know that it can change yours. We are in unprecedented times. We are in unprecedented times, and this group is smart enough to be here at this stadium on this day. You are different. You need to understand how different you are in your strategies and your mindset and how you see it. I just need to get you from the connection of how you see it to getting you to commit financially and mentally and work ethic wise to get you to get the value. The part that's hardest is sitting here today. You do understand strategy is the hardest part. The hardest part is being smart enough to be here today. The easier part is to make the financial and work ethic execution part against the strategies, but that's where it's breaking for most people. And so I implore you to take this day very seriously. I implore you to do the most ROI positive thing, which is the biggest ROI of this event is not to take a selfie with me, though I'm ready to take one, so don't be scared. It is to fundamentally meet as many of the 800 other people here as possible, because in those relationships will come the magic.
Yeah, Jersey's still pretty bad.
What we can do with this media company is like literally not only take over like with what we're doing, but then like literally be the ones that teach everybody else how to do it. Like everybody's looking at what we're doing with TJ, like with all this content that we're creating, and they're like, dude, like how are you putting this on? Like how are you even possibly doing this? And so we can become the authority of how you started at a small scale.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because you don't start it when you have 700 people that work for you. Like how do you do it when it's just 2 people?
Yeah.
You got to be active at building the business, and how big you want to build is up to you. I actually want to give a shout too, man, to my boy Tyler Harris right here. I know he's away texting, man. Motivation Kings right here is out here, but.
What's up, brother? Yeah. Good. Good. How's your event going?
It's actually really good.
Yeah?
Really cool.
You're hot in that thing?
I am now.
Fucking asshole.
We've been inside in the AC. What's up, man? How are you?
How are you?
Good to see you too, man.
Caldwell. Yeah. How are you?
Very good.
Yeah?
Man. I'm excited to hear you bring it.
E2I equals E. And what does that mean? That means that when you make a post, it's got to do one of 3 things. It's got to educate, it's got to entertain, or it's got to impact. All right? That equals engagement. You guys are, like I said, at the pinnacle of people who want to learn how to build a brand and get ahead of your competitors. That's why you're here. That's why you got on a plane and came here to this event. Use these tools to get ahead. Stop doing the same old shit. Educate, entertain, impact. You might be able to disguise your social posts as something that's natural, as something that's organic, but it needs to be thought out, and it needs to fit in those 3 categories. If it doesn't, you lose attention. And most people, every other post is something that doesn't fit into those things. The biggest thing here that I want you guys to understand is that who you are and what you like and the things that you identify with and the things that get you fired up, there's millions of other people that identify with that. You're playing 50% of the crowd here, not 100% of the crowd. Pandering to both sides will keep you in the middle. And guys, you have an opportunity to become the experts, the pinnacles, the authorities in your respective businesses right now. But I'm going to tell you that window's closing, and it's closing fast. It might last for another 3 or 4 years. It might last for another 6 years, but it ain't going to be forever. You're denying yourself something that could be great and industry changing for thousands and thousands of other people. It all starts with authenticity. Educate, entertain, impact. You do that, and you're going to fucking win. Thank you, guys.
Areas. There's one that's called Friend Death.
Side note, who's planning to be alive in 20 years? Give me a, just say I if you are. Okay, I need like a full I, not a half-ass, late in the day, it's muggy, Miami I. I need like an I. Give it to me. So you're gonna be alive, right? So I just was at a conference a couple of days ago in Beverly Hills by a guy named Dr. Peter Diamandis. Anybody read Abundance or Bold? Anybody? So we're in this room and we've got 5 longevity experts talking about the chasm today between those of us that will live to be 125, 150, and those that will traditionally die at 70, and all the reasons why. 20 years goes by that fast. Who knows what I'm talking about? Who has kids that you're aware of? Right? 20 years goes by like, here's your baby, now they're driving, and they're gone, and you just had a grandkid. It's like that. So here was the question. It's 20 years from today. How is the world experiencing you?
I really enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. All right, I'm headed up to the VIP with Tyler and Joseph.
I've got 2 podcasts now, just hired him a month ago. So we've got a daily vlog that we're doing called The Daily Bread. And we're doing a 24-hour turnaround, just me and him. But day one, what I said was...
Me and D-Rock did it for 18 months.
Exactly. So for 5 years, I said I'm not going to sell anything, I'm not monetizing anything whatsoever. Yeah. Because I wanted just to turn that switch off.
And I have good news for you. 5 years is going to become your life, because you're going to realize that's how you do make money. That's fucking awesome. I
wanted to see if you would mind recording, just saying it's time for the Daily Bread.
Yo, what up guys? It's Gary V and it's time for the Daily Bread.
This is my mom.
Yes. We're getting valuable insight into young little TJ. Friendship and business, like everyone says, don't mix it. But in my opinion, like you have to mix it. Because if you're going to go far, you have to be locked tight. We have a set mission, vision, and values. And if you're loyal to those mission, vision, and values, and I'm loyal to those mission, vision, and values, then we are in parallel, and then thus we're loyal to one another. Now, when things change and you no longer are loyal to those same vision and values, like we are no longer loyal to one another. And we said that to our team, Joseph said that to our team forever, like over and over and over, just beat it into us. And then finally, as relationships started building, we realized that like, that's true on the front end, but after years of living that way and being loyal to the same mission, vision, and values, you then become trusting to one another, and then you become loyal to one another as people.